Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is David, this is David K Reacts, and today I'm reacting to a song that was recommended to me quite some time ago now by BJ Speck, which is Time Waits for No One, which was originally written in 1986 for a concept album by Dave Clark for an unreleased musical called Time. And two things strike me about this. One is that the combination of Freddie Mercury and musical theatre sounds amazing, and I wish we'd had the chance to see this. And two is, how did I not know about this? I'm not the biggest Queen fan, in the sense that I don't own all of their stuff and things like that, but I certainly love their music, and I'm deep in musical theatre, and how this had never crossed my desk before is astonishing to me. But I am very excited to understand what's going on here and to see this song. My understanding is that a new recording of Freddie performing this was recently unearthed, a video specifically, by Dave Clark. I saw this on a news YouTube channel when I searched for this video. I think, if I'm understanding this correctly, because this video was released 7 years before that, this video was put up on the Queen Forever channel in 2012. My understanding is that that lost video has been removed or made private on YouTube, because it was apparently found in recently in 2019, so probably sometime in 2018, 2019, and the video that is being linked to is private. There is a video on this is the Euronews channel, but it appears to be an interview. So this seems to be the recording that's there. So this, if I'm understanding correctly, it was taken from the solo collection. I'm not sure what the solo collection is. Maybe I should just double check that while I'm here. But it seems to be, maybe it was done, it's a compilation box detailing the solo career of Freddie Mercury. So presumably comes with a DVD, I guess? I'm uncertain. If somebody knows more detail about that, let me know. But this is listed on YouTube, at least, as being original movie soundtrack, so I'm wondering if there was a movie that accompanied the solo collection that had this song on it. Anyway, uncertain. But I'm going to be looking at it today, because I'm fascinated to see exactly what this is. I do apologise if I'm sounding a little hoarse. I do have a cold right now. And so I'm a little bit rough vocally. But I will do my best not to hack and sneeze my way through this, but to actually give you coherent speech. I don't really have a lot more to say about this, because I don't have any context for the song, so let's just go for it and see what happens. So welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time. The way this works, I'm going to watch the video straight through without stopping, and just comment and emote on what I see, and then I will go back and watch it again, interrupting and offering what commentary and analysis I feel I can. I don't know exactly what style of video this is, whether it's a music video, whether it's a live performance. I'm uncertain what I'm getting into here. My channel mostly focuses on music videos because I analyze... English, David. I analyze the cinematography, lighting, and all that kind of stuff as well. So we'll see exactly what the nature of this is. I just wanted... This one's been sitting on my recommendation list for a while, and I wanted to take a crack at it. So yeah, please do like the video if you enjoy it. Hit that subscribe button to subscribe to my channel. It costs you nothing, but it does amazing things for me. I'd really appreciate it. Do hit the notification bell. You could decide how often you're notified I'm posting a video. Hint, it's usually 5 PM EST on a Friday. And if you'd care to, you can head over to buymeacoffee.com/David K Reacts, where you can donate to support the channel. And I would like to thank Karina Rodebeck, who recently bought me several coffees. Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate that. I think that's everything, because I don't really have much else to add. So without any further delay, this is Freddie Mercury singing Time Waits for No One. Oh, that's stunning.
We'll have no more future at all.
Oh, that's gorgeous. What a set.
Waits for nobody. We might might as well be deaf and dumb and blind. I know that sounds unkind, but it seems to me we've not listened to or spoken about it at all. The fact that time is running out for us all.
Oh, that's poignant coming from him.
Time waits for nobody. Time waits for no one. We've got to build this world together, or we'll have no more future at all.
Oh, this is awesome.
It waits for nobody.
A full chorus in the background. This is quite the production, actually.
You don't need me to tell you what's gone wrong and what's
Ooh.
going on. But it
Oh,
seems to
full
me
chorus
we
there,
don't
okay.
care or confide in each other at all. It seems that we've all got our backs against the wall.
Oh, I love his voice so much.
Time waits for nobody. Waits for no one. We've got to trust in one another, or there'll be no more future at
It's great lyrics.
Let's start to be friends with one another, or there'll be no more future at all.
Oh, cool.
Let us free this world from
I'm just captivated by this.
a brand new future for us all.
Ooh. Oh, yes, Freddie.
Nobody, nobody, nobody. For no one.
Oh. Just going to stop it there before I get a commercial. That's beautiful. What a great song. I don't know what I was expecting. It wasn't that. This is incredible. That this is. I mean, I guess it's unsurprising if Freddie's behind something. You know, he'd have done something great with it. But to have the full chorus backing, I think the other video that was unearthed was a rehearsal recording with just a piano. And people said his vocals sound even better on that track. But to have the full band and the chorus, that's really impactful. That is truly stunning. And it's interesting, you can hear it's a product of its time, you can hear a lot of Queen influence in there, but it's also so relevant, it's hard not to find it contemporary at the same time. That's fantastic. I'm just going to jump straight back and start watching that again, and let's see what we can tease out of it, because this is quite extraordinary.
Time waits for nobody.
I mean, what an astonishing start. There's lovely things to say about this right now. The harmony in this entire piece is gorgeous. This gives me very strong Queen vibes right at the beginning. But I also love this visual presentation. And jump back a fraction. This... Like, what even is this? Some kind of crazy lighting panel. The thing that's extraordinary to me about this music video is I feel like it really gives you the vibe that this could be a musical. This could be on stage. This could be some giant piece of set that rises up at the back and lights. And I feel like it almost sits somewhere between these performance musicals, like Jersey Boys and We Will Rock You, things like that, or Rock of Ages. Like, this could very much be that style, obviously with original music, but that kind of rock musical, very sort of elaborate set piece type thing. That would be very, very viable for this, to be this kind of set, but it also has a music video feel about it. It could be a concert piece if this was put on at the Albert Hall or something like that. Actually, no, I don't know if you can fly anything at the Albert Hall, but you know, a big concert venue having this rise up at the back, it offers a lot of possibility in the visual, and I think that's really, really cool, especially for something that was never officially put on stage, which is why I'm so curious as to where this particular video came from. But I love it, and of course the white light behind Freddie dressed all in white, the slightly reflective floor, you've got that coming up there. It's fascinating, this blue light in the background barely has a presence. This is a really striking visual. The nice thing with the blue is it does just pull the eye down very slightly, because even as you have this cool thing rising up behind, the flash of colour pulls the eye down to where Freddie is in the shot. That's nice. Anyway.
Time waits for nobody.
That's such a simple time waits for nobody. That simple first, second, third, and focusing on the third. It's a beautiful, beautiful start to this. And then underneath you have this tonic. I don't know what key we're in here, but you have the tonic, then you add the augmented fifth, da, 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 and then up to the sixth, which actually makes it a first inversion of the relative minor chord. Very, very typical motion. In fact, is the first three chords in the motion in the James Bond theme. But so effective at the beginning of a piece of music. As a starting point, it gives us so many places to go. It leaves this as a question, almost. Time waits for nobody. What are we going to learn about this? It tells us we've got much, much further to go with this, and I really, really like that as a starting note for this. And the way that it's built up with the vocal layering that's going on here is beautiful.
Wait for nobody. Time waits for nobody. We all must plan our hopes together.
And there, even this astonishing movement that we have here, we have this sort of combination dolly and tilt that's being managed by a crane, where we're pulling back and up, and the camera is shifting as we move to keep Freddie in focus. But it's so fascinating because it changes from this shot, where you have these blue lights vibrantly behind his head. You can see the lower end of this thing that's being lifted up. And as we pull back, we close off that lighting, we darken everything, and it almost brings Freddie more into focus by pulling out some of the lighting behind and just having this very stylized spot effect that we've got. And I love that we're getting both the lights on this this structure and on the floor. It's a really, really simple but very effective shot, and yet at the same time being managed with this giant thing being lifted up behind. It's quite extraordinary. That's a lovely lyric, isn't it? We must all plan our hopes together or we'll have no more future at all. It's such a relevant thing to be saying even now. I feel like this is a song that should be heard now. There's so much relevance to it. There always is. But it's just, oh, and of course to have Freddie's voice singing this, it's... If for some reason you're not familiar with Queen, go and listen to some of Queen's music. It's astonishingly well written, beautifully performed. Stylistically maybe it's not your thing, and that's fine. But I do think it deserves a listen and an attempt to enjoy it, just because it is so classic and so timelessly accomplished. That's something that will never be taken away, is how accomplished they were as a group. And Freddie is just so charismatic. He can do so much with very, very compressed and tight sort of vocal melodies, and obviously a lot of Queen is exactly not that. There's a lot going on a lot of the time, but sometimes there isn't. Sometimes there's something very, very simple, and he manages to make it something so much more than that. It's astonishing.
Together, or we'll have no more future at all. Time waits for nobody.
That's a really, really beautiful way to finish off this opening. This big, big choral sound with a little bit of flange in there as well. And then to fade it out and just come right back to Freddie. And it does the same thing with the camera shot. We've backed up so far we can see what I suspect is the lighting bar for this stage, which you can see up here. I suspect these are all lights based on the shapes. And we've gone all the way back to that, and then we just cut to Freddie close up with almost none of this astonishing thing behind, just him. It's very, very effective cinematography, because it's doing exactly what the vocals are doing. Big, small. Simple, but very effective.
Waits for nobody.
And then this sort of starfield effect that we're getting here. I'm curious to know, I'm trying to figure out how much of that is computer generation. Because presumably a little bit of it is. And how much of it is some sort of, it's obviously, I guess, some kind of projection. I'm not 100% sure how that's being produced. Whether it's on a, because it's different. We then cut. You have some of this on the back, behind this kind of star and the blue colour, and I'm just wondering if they're playing with that and using some sort of early computer work to distort that, or whether it's a completely generated image. Not 100% certain. It's a very cool effect, however they're performing it. I'm trying to think what was possible in 86, or whenever this specifically, but 86 or slightly later, depending on when this was recorded. My knowledge of what could be achieved back then is relatively limited, so if anyone has any insight, please do let me know. Oh, I wanted to... There's actually a really nice device going on there. I'm just going to jump back slightly.
Waits for nobody.
Lovely, lovely movement there. You can hear in the bass we start on the bum, 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 bum. This very, very gentle movement around the chords. We've just climbed up first, second, third in the bass, and then we just crawl back down again on even smaller, flattened third to second. We've gone from full tone movements to semitone movements, but then that's the 2, and we go 2-5-1. Just to finish it off. It's such a small, gentle movement, and it's such an effective break. I really, really like that. And then we land back on the tonic as we go into the second verse. That is really, really beautiful. The simplicity of some of this is great, and yet we then just fill back out again into chorus. I think this is really good.
might as well be deaf and dumb and blind. I know that sounds unkind, but it seems to.
I love that he's playing a little, just very, very gently. A little bit of rubato there, a little bit of give and take in the timing of how he's singing. Particularly that first line, I think. That deaf and dumb and blind. He's just giving it a little bit, just pushing it forward very, very slightly, anticipating. And it's creating this very conversational effect to how he's singing this. And it's really good for a song like this, where getting the message across by making it a little more casual is actually really, really effective.
We might as well be deaf and dumb and blind. I know that sounds unkind, but it seems.
Oh, the little throwaway note there, kind. That bum down at the bottom there that's almost not there. That's a really nice touch. It just gives a little bit more movement to what's being sung. Love that.
Oh, that sounds unkind. But it seems to me we've not listened to or spoken about it at all. The fact that time is running out for us all.
Goodness, that's a sad lyric to hear him singing in '86. He had, what, less than 5 years left at this point. Oh, tragic. But also, you know, I think, again, just a beautiful lyric to sing. We don't talk about stuff like this. And if you don't talk about something, how could you deal with that thing? And how could you process it? I mean, internalization works to a point. But yeah, that's a really lovely lyric. I like that.
Running out for us all.
Actually, I want to jump back on that.
Or spoken about it at all. The fact that time is running out for us all.
This is beautiful. This feels to me, it still has Queen in it, but it also feels like musical theatre. I think the combination of genres that's going on here is really, really good. And I love... This is such a good song for him to sing. It really, really is. And I just love what he's doing with it, but I also love it. I think it's a really, really good piece of music.
It's running out for us all. Time waits for nobody. Time.
That's such a great introduction to solo notes with simple rippled chords underneath, and then we bring everything in the second line of the chorus. Really, really effective.
Wait. Time waits for nobody. Time waits for no one. We've got to build.
Really, really effective. And I think that the introduction of the music there, you've got the string pad, you've got the drums coming in, a little bit of guitar coming in, or bass. It's great because it gives such a full sound without being too in your face. And it gives us somewhere to build when the chorus then comes in. Which, if this came in full power, you know, with a full guitar part, with all the distortion and all that kind of stuff, it might make the chorus a little bit less of a step up in scale. Whereas as it stands, the chorus is still a really, really effective addition to this when it comes in, because it feels like it's jumping quite a long way. I think that's really nice.
Waits for no one. We've got to build this world together, or we'll have no more future at all. Because time.
And there we just come in on the vocalization, the R. That is so effective. Really, really enjoy that. It's an introduction without bringing everything in too quickly, and it's enhancing the message of the line that's being sung at that moment. Really, really well written.
Or we'll have no more future at all, because time, it waits for nobody.
That's just so good there. That time, it's so impactfully highlighted, and then it waits for nobody again. This drift back. It's this is really well written. I enjoy this a lot. Ooh, that guitar line. Do do. Oh, that's really pretty. Interesting, because it starts on the second. There's our tonic, and it's dum da da da. It's the 2/5, but it's interesting because it comes a little late. So the 2 comes over the. Yeah, the 2 actually comes over the 5th, and then it settles back onto the 5 after the little da. The passing notes there on the tonic. Oh, that's a really interesting guitar line. I like that. Also love how subtle it is in the background. I love this, as we get the glitch. A couple of little hiccups in this video, unfortunately. But I love that we get this fade from this space background that we've got. I guess matte paintings is another way they could have done this. Anyway, again, that question stands. But I love that we fade from this to the chorus. We fade from Freddie in the eternal nothingness of space, almost, to being surrounded by people. And I love that. You don't need me to tell you this. But here are me and all of my friends to tell you this. It's a nice... I like that.
It's gone now, and what's going on? But it seems to me we've not cared or confided in each other at all.
And it's a nice touch there, and we can sort of see the contrast that we have now that we have these guys on screen. Going from everybody lit in like these reds and pinks and blues, and Freddie's still white. He's still standing out from everything that's going on, which of course will change when everybody is lit with open whites or frosted whites, whatever it is. But we'll start to get the colour coming back in. But while they're all coloured right now in terms of their lighting, it's still allowing him to stand to the forefront, which is nice.
We've not cared or confided in each other at all. It seems that we've all got our backs against the
So many nice things here. I love that we're getting punctuation both from the band and the chorus. You've got that time where the whole chorus sings time and then steps back and then waits for nobody. Da, da, da. And you get those hits from the band just punctuating that gap. It's this lovely balance of he's doing what he's doing. He's performing this song, and just bits of it are being enhanced by what's going on behind. It's really cool. I also love these lighting rigs that we've got up here where you have these sort of circles full of different coloured lights. It's giving them a lot of flexibility in what they're able to do, and I love how they're using it. And now, of course, we do have people. Freddie is still the best lit of anybody, but everyone else is still lit, so we have now the full colour of the people in terms of clothing, in terms of, how much we can see them compared to when they were all in the red light and the blue light. But he's still standing there front and centre on this dais. Really, really effective. I love these crane shots because they give a sense of scale there, where we just start up and just pull down very, very slightly. It's really a great choice to have that breadth being shown on camera, and not just still. It still keeps the motion, even though we are far back. We're not just getting a camera back that's still. It's still, we have that motion going on, and it's just, it keeps the cinematographic style consistent throughout all the shots. Really, really well done. This is just incredible, isn't it? And listen to the sound that's being produced. And again, that little bit of flange coming in on the, or phasing rather, coming in on the chorus as we sing through that, but this time a little bit less so. And that's nice. We don't need the effects so much because we have the strong vocals, both visible and audible. And then I love this pullback on such a classic Freddie pose. He is, you know, there isn't a character on stage right now. It's still him singing this. I'd be interested to know how that would have been portrayed on stage if this had made it to stage. But this is really cool. Whoa, that's a great shot, isn't it? Just for a moment, we see the full scale of what's going on here. So they've... Is this... Did they break the... I should have paid attention to this. Did they break the big circle into sections, or is that still behind them now, and these got flown in once it was out of the way? I can't quite tell. But it's such... Wow, the staging and the production value that has gone into this is crazy. I wonder how far... I know this didn't get produced as a musical, but how far down the line did it get? Like, was this done as a promo video to try and sell it, or was it done after the fact because it was such a good song that they wanted to release it anyway? Either way, it's great. I do enjoy those lovely arpeggios on the synth there, adding in the little sort of electronic sound that's going on, and I love the pairing with the moving lights there, and then we get these time, this sort of call and response almost that's going on here. Oh, this is great stuff. There's a lot happening here. Wow. Goodness. This is so good. Waits for nobody. Lovely motion there in the top of the chorus. The harmony that's going on underneath is just gorgeous. And I love this riser that's coming up now. Even more production values as they take Freddie up into the air. Oh. And it's interesting because time, you almost can't pick out the notes because you have that phasing coming in again. So you've got these effects being applied to the chorus. It's hard to hear exactly what's being sung there, but the effect is just perfect. This is wow. I know there's obviously it's very typical of the era that there's a lot of processing goes on to, well, all music effectively, but you know, and by which I mean just as much on instruments as on vocals and things like that. But the amount that's being used on the chorus here is really, really interesting. I love that it is that body of vocal that's being processed, not Freddie, usually. Oh, this is great. And then this effect of having the chorus all waving in front of this light wall. This is powerful stuff. It's a great visual. I haven't really talked about Freddie's voice a lot in this. I mean, what is that? Like, it's just so good. I love the quality he's able. I mean, I've always enjoyed his voice. He's a phenomenal singer. I say is, as in the terms of the presence of the music. He's a great choice for this. Like, I love, he gets these lovely little growly bits in his higher register that just kind of add to the emotion of the song in so many ways. But he's also, it's beautifully written, and it was written for him, so, it makes complete sense. But it's still stunning. That's a very, very 80s 80s thing, but also quite musical theatre. The sudden change into the da 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 bum bum, that shift into a different feel of rhythm for a second, leading into the ending. One of those devices that works in both. Like, this is what makes it so effective, is it works in both media. It's both a kind of rock song and a musical theatre song, and it kind of blends those two worlds really effectively. Very, very 80s to have the freeze frames as we push in on those last few chords. I love the effect of, as we crossfade between the two shots there, this is a halo around Freddie's head. That hum. Ooh. Ooh, in the background, that's a really powerful effect. I love that coming into the end of this. And I love that we go back to just being the piano again in that same sort of bridge pattern that we had between the first chorus and the second verse, and then we've got this, the lighting, that huge panel is coming back down again, and so there's a lot of bookending going on here, which is a lovely way to finish this off, and then we go back into this kind of drifting blue. This is just, I love... Again, it's like they're winding everything back, because we go from... Oops, one tiny bit further. Up to time, it's been the loudest type of sound we've had. Full chorus, full band, Freddie. Very, very sort of to the front. And then we cut the chorus out for this very kind of dramatic reduction of the band. Reduction to the band. But it's still very powerful. Lots of hits, powerful drum beats, all that kind of thing. And then as they're holding on, we get the hum underneath. So the chorus comes back in, but in a supporting role now, while the band is peeling back. And then Freddie's voice comes in over them. And as he comes down from this awesome riff, just the piano comes back in. We're peeling this thing back, piece by piece. And it's so cool. And then you get that kind of echo almost that he's doing himself, of course, but a little quieter every time. Everything just pulling back, just incrementally stepping back. It's not like we've suddenly gone from, crash, 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 break, quiet. It's not done that. it's this gradual piecing back, and it's just, oh, this is such a good ending.
For no one.
Oh, this is beautiful. What a great song. What a great performance. I'd love to have seen that in context with everything else, because that's just quite stunning. Well done, Dave Clark, for writing a great song. Well done, Freddie, for an amazing performance, and all involved in that. I realise I didn't do my usual thing of checking to see if there's any information, but I feel like there probably won't be for this video. No, quite literally none, just Freddie's website and original movie soundtrack taken from the solo collection. But yeah, that was beautiful. That was a really lovely piece of music. A great message that I think, we can all do to have kicking around. Time does wait for no one, so don't let it run away. Do what you need to do. All that sort of thing. And just so effectively put together, visually, audibly. That's great. I really liked that. Yeah, I'm going to go and listen to that again, because that's going to sit with me for a while, I can tell. It is a really lovely piece of music. Hopefully you enjoyed it as well, because this is something I hadn't heard before. Maybe I brought this to you for the first time, or maybe you've heard it, and I hopefully brought a couple of new ideas to you about the piece. That's what I'm here to do. So, yeah. Let me know what you think, but I thought that was gorgeous. Please do like this video if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button to sort of have me pop up on your feed every now and then, and hit the notification bell to decide how often you actually get actively notified. And if you'd like to, please do head over to buymeacoffee.com/DavidKReacts. That's going to be it for this video. It's a little shorter, but my voice is starting to feel a bit tired anyway. But I hope you have enjoyed this. Thank you very much for watching with me, and yeah, I hope you did get something out of this. I really appreciate your time, and yeah, I'll be back next week with something else. I don't know what yet. We'll see. And you take care, have a very good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.